Okay. In the complex view, so I'm taking the same column, data department number and data department number. Both the columns I'm taking from the both the tables. So previously when you try to create the same, then we are got error. So what we can do is alternate is we are giving the alias name for these columns. Okay, EMP underscore department number, DEPT underscore department number, alias names you are giving so that it will create the view here. Without the alias name is same name, it cannot be accepted in the complex view, or not only here, anywhere it will not be accepted. So when I execute only this up to here, so with the select query, it will display as a DEPT comma DEPT1 here. If you observe here, if you take out this, so what will happen? So when I execute this, it will display the DEPT1, DEPT number 1. Column names it will be 1 is adding here. If you see this. Okay. So to avoid this, we have to use the alias names here, so that then it will be creating with this alias names. Column will be created with the alias name in the view. So now we have the data here. Okay. Using the complex view, we are created the, how we created? Using the join conditions, we are taking the two tables and we are created the complex view here. So in this, DML operations are not possible in complex view. Suppose if I want to insert into this complex view, so how will we insert? MP number, comma, all the column names we have to take, job, salary, and EMP underscore DEPT number, comma, DNAME, comma, location. Values, you can say, suppose we'll give 40,000 is there, 101 I'm giving, and you can say, Venkat, and job is software. Go to salary, you have to give some 40,000. Sorry, department number 20 and DNAME. So department name, suppose if I give some other department, P1 location, Hyderabad if I give. Okay. Cannot modify a column which is maps to a non-key treasurer table. Okay. So this is the error when you use the complex view. So you cannot modify a column which maps to a non-key treasurer table. So when you create a simple view, you can insert directly into using the view name. But when you create a complex view, you cannot perform any DML operations on this complex view. Suppose if you want to delete from This is the complex view where DEPT underscore DEPT numbers is equal to 10. Cannot delete from view without exactly one key result table. This is the error we are getting. Same way if you want to try to update also, it won't work. Update table name set emp underscore DEPT number is equals to 40, where emp underscore DEPT number is equals to 10. So I want to change this wherever the department number 10 is, where I want to replace with the 40. Is it possible? It is throwing the error. Cannot modify a column which maps to a non-key preserved table. So you cannot do any DML operations using this complex view. Okay. Suppose if I want to create a view on the group by class. Okay. Create or replace view CV2 underscore 21 as select a department number, comma sum of salary from EMP group by department number. What it will give? So it is giving the error. Must name this expression with a column alias. That means we are taking the aggregate column here. This is the aggregate function we are taking, or we can say group by columns we are taking here. So for that group by column, we have to mention some alias name, then only it will work here. Okay. When you create a view based on the group by class, you have to give some alias name here. Some salary. I am giving the some salary alias name. Then get. So view is created now. So previously it was not created because here for the aggregate function we are not provided any column alias name. So when you create a view, you should give column alias names compulsory. Okay. Wherever the aggregate functions are there, or wherever the arithmetic operations are there. In the previous example also we have completed here. So this for this. So in the simple view also for the arithmetic operations, we are giving the alias name here. If you see round of salary into 0.25 as a DA, round of salary into 0.35 as a HRA, like that. When you give the alias names, then only it will be accepted. For the functions, wherever you are using the functions or arithmetic operations, for that columns you must give the column alias name. Okay. Let's start from CV2 underscore 21. Okay, you got the information here. Now view is created. Suppose I want to delete from this. Delete from CV2 underscore 21. Is it possible? Data manipulation operation not legal on this view. So that is a complex view. On the complex view, you cannot perform delete, insert, update. What are the DML operations we cannot perform on this complex view? So the same way, so I'm going to create one more view, that is create view CV3 underscore 21. I select employee number, ename, salary, comma, salary into 12 as a annual salary from EMP. Okay, view is created. Why? Because here I'm giving the column alias name here, so that view is created. Select start from CV3 underscore 21. It is a so this column is available only in the view. It will only display in the view only. But when you select from the employee table, this column will not be displayed. Only employee number, rename, salary only available in the base table. So if I want to create a view with the distinct create or replace view, CV4 underscore 21 and select a distinct department number from EMP. Select a start from CV4 underscore 21. Okay. So is that simple view or complex view? I have created with a select distinct department number from the EMP. Only one table I am taken. But is this simple view or complex view? Simple. So it will come under the complex view. Okay. So because we are using the distinct keyword, whenever we are using the distinct or group by or joins, then it will comes under the complex view. Okay. So if you perform any operation on this complex view, delete from CV4 underscore 21. So it will throw the error. Okay. So how to find whether it is a simple view or complex view based on this logic here. So when you are using the distinct or group by clauses or join conditions or subqueries, then it will comes under the complex view. Whereas simply select star from table name means then it will be as a simple view only. Okay. Create a replace view v1 underscore 21 as select department number, sum of salary as a sum salary, average salary as a average salary, max salary as a max salary, minimum salary as a minimum salary from EMP, where department number is equals to. Select a department number from DEPT, where DNAME is equals to research. Group by department number. So here we are using the subquery here. Based on the subquery, we are creating the view, so that here also you cannot modify any, you cannot perform any DML operations on this view. We are getting only one record here. Suppose if I say delete from v1 underscore 21. So data manipulation operation not legal on this view. On the complex view, we cannot perform any DML operations. So next we have the force view is there. So force view, it is used to define a view without the base table. Okay. So till now in the complex view or check condition view or check option view or read only view, simple view, there will be some base tables are there. Base tables means whatever on the table we are going to create the view, the tables have the some data and table name is there. But force view means without the table name we are going to create a view, then it is called as a force view. Generally views are created based on base tables, but force views are created without the base table. So syntax for this creation of this force view is create force view. So here before the create or replace view name, so we are giving the force view here. Force view name as select star from table name. So table is not there, but check this table select star from emp underscore will give vk underscore 21. So this table is not exist. Okay. So I'm going to create a first view on this not existing table. Create force view. So we'll give emp underscore force view underscore 21 as select the star from emp underscore vk underscore 21. This table is not exist, but still we are trying to create the view on this table. So view is created. Okay, view emp underscore 21 is created, fe underscore 21 is created. Can you check this? What is there in this? So there is no data. Attempt to execute the stored procedure is a view which has errors. So in this view, we have the errors. So now I am going to create this table first. Now, so now we got the error when you created the force view. So view is created, but there is no data, so that it is giving the error. So that I will create a table. Create table. That is the table as select star from emp. So now the before creating this, we'll verify there is no table. When you verify the view also, I am not getting any data. So now I am going to create the table here. So table is created. Now the check the table here. Table have the data and view force view also having the data. Okay. So based on the force view, without having the table, so we are created one view that is called as a force view. In the force view, initially table is not there. Later we created the table. Then we got the view details and also table details also here. Next we have the materialized view. So it is a one of the view which is having own structure. Materialized view have the its own structure. It does not allow DML operations on the materialized view. It is used to store the historical data. You can define a view on the table which is having the primary key. The materialized view can be defined on a table which is having the primary key. View does not store any data, whereas materialized views are storing the data. When we drop the base table, then materialized view can be accessible. Still, the materialized view can be accessible until unless the materialized view can be refreshed. So syntax for this materialized view is create materialized view name as select star from table name. Okay. So force view, create force view name as select star from table name we are giving. Same way for the materialized view, create materialized view name as select star from table name. So we will create I'll check this table exists or not. we have the information here. So what I will do, I will drop this table. Okay. Table is dropped. Now there is no table with this XX underscore there. So now I'm going to create a new table with this name. Create table XX base, serial number, primary key, and S name, market of 20. So table is created. I'm going to insert this 4 records into this. Insert into XX base values 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 3 comma C, and 4 comma D. So 4 records are inserted. I'm using the commit also. Now 4 records got to saved into this table. Now I'm going to create a view on this table. So create or replace view v1 underscore 21 underscore 02 as select star from XX base. So now here the view got created. I want to create a materialized view. Here it is created with the normal view I created. So now I want to create the materialized view. Then you can use this create materialized view mv1 underscore 21 I'm saying as select star from XX base. So this is the normal view it is created here. Now I'm going to create the materialized view. See the difference. What is the difference for this? So I have created this view v underscore v1 underscore 21 underscore 02. Select row ID, comma, row underscore ID, comma, serial number, S name from XX underscore base. Row underscore ID, serial number, S name from XX base. Okay, you can see the difference here. So when you use the table details, I'm getting the row ID, serial number, S name here. So I'm going to use this some notepad. So I'm pasting here. Okay. Is it visible? Screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes,
Now we
yes.
have the based on the table I am having this information. Select row ID, comma, serial number, S name from XX base table. So same if I want to create on the materialized view. So simple check with the normal view first here. Normal view created with this. I'm going to use this. So here also I'm getting the row ID information. The simple view. We have the data here I'm pasting here. So first is based on this table data. So this is on the view data. Okay. So next we are going to use this with the materialized view. So how it is going to use the materialized view. Okay. 21. So here with the table data we have fetched information, and through view also we are fetching the information, and through materialized view also we are fetching the information here. So these are the same 1, 2, 3, 4 ABCD, all are same. But when you observe in the row ID, so if you see this, okay, 9 N triple A is there, 9 N triple 8 is there. In the table and view, both the row IDs are same if you observe here. But coming to materialized view, these are different here. 9S triple A, 9S AAB, 9S AAC, 9S AAD it is there for the materialized view. That means materialized view will store the information, whereas in the view it won't store the information. We will get the information from the table only. So if you see here in the table we have the row ID, this one, and view also same row ID it is having. But coming to the materialized view, this row ID is different. Okay. So materialized view row IDs are different from the base table row IDs. That is why materialized view store its own data. Because I'm going to create one more materialized view here. So first before that I'll create a table here. So create table STU 200 underscore 21 serial number primary key S name varchar of 20. So I'm going to insert the records into this. So if we check this, select start from STU 200 underscore 21. Okay. So we have the 3 records in this table. So now I'm going to create a view on this. Create view v underscore 10 underscore 21 as select start from STU 200 underscore 21. Okay. So I have created the view. So now I'm going to create the materialized view for this same table if you observe. So create materialized view STU 200 underscore MV underscore 21 as select start from STU 200 underscore 21. On this table, I am creating the materialized view here. First initial I created with the normal view here, V10 underscore 21. I am going to create the materialized view. So in the materialized view, I am going to insert one record here. To insert into materialized view values, I am giving 100 comma Hari. Data manipulation operation not legal on this view. Okay. Suppose if you want to delete from stu200 underscore 21. So have the materialized view, that is mv underscore 21. Okay. So now I'm going to update in the table. What will happen? I'm going to insert update table stu 200 underscore 21 set sname is equals to lawyer of sname. Okay. 3 rows got updated here. So directly we are updating in the table so that it is got updated. When you update through materialized view, it will throw the error. Suppose we are going to insert into stu 200 underscore 21 values 100 one row, it got updated inserted. Now we are going to update the record. So update stu 200 underscore 21 set sname is equals to where serial number is equals to 103. Okay, it got updated. Same way if you want to delete from stu 200 underscore 21 where s number is equals to 103. Okay, that means DML operations are working on the materialized view. Okay. So if you want to perform DML operations on materialized view, you can use the following syntaxes. Okay. So on demand and on commit. So in Oracle, we are refreshing materialized views in 2 ways. That is using the on demand. Another option is on commit. Okay. So this on demand and on topic tomorrow will continue. So time not is sufficient for this. We'll continue tomorrow. Any doubts?